What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kristen here. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're also an esthetician, a beauty entrepreneur. My goal and aim is to build a community of like-minded people here on this channel where we are learning about entrepreneurship, skincare, content creation. That is all covered here on this channel. Please, please, please introduce yourself down below. Let's have a dialogue. Let's see how we can all help each other grow in this industry. And I'm really, really excited to continue to see us get toward 45,000 subscribers. And we're still just getting started. If you guys clicked on it, I'm sure you're excited to hear what I have to share with you. And I'm excited to share it as well. Now, I made a video, I think about a year ago, a little over a year ago now. That was my 10K a month video as a solo esthetician. So now in this video, we're taking it up a notch. We dream big here. It's 2022, and I just feel like when you reach one goal, you're always going to want to reach more. Even if maybe you're somebody who is just getting started in their journey, or you haven't even started your business yet, that is 100% okay, because it is about the journey and your direction. So if you know that at some point you want to be making this kind of income, then make sure you watch this video, take notes, and put a reminder for yourself to watch it again in maybe about 3 to 6 months to see where you're at in your journey. And I encourage you, if you're a returning subscriber or viewer, that go and binge watch some of my videos again, because I do that all the time with books that I read or videos that I watch. Because we're always constantly expanding. I want us to all be on the same page, so be sure to go and watch those videos. All right, let's jump right into how to make 20K a month as an esthetician. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, and you know I keep it real with you, I was actually kind of hesitant to make this video. And I mean, it's been on my list. As you know, I've been going through a lot of transition. I've moved, just a lot of different moving pieces, you know, personally, in the business. So I found it, I wanted to be in the right headspace to share these tips with you and to go into it without any fear, because, you know, it is kind of one of those things you're like, okay, if I share this, are people gonna look at it as, oh, she's bragging about how much she's making? You know how people just get weird about when it comes to talking about money, right? Which I think needs to change. Why do we not want to talk about money? The reason why we get into what we get into, especially as entrepreneurs and solo estheticians at least, we want to make money. I wanted to speak from the heart. It's not to say, oh, look at me, look at me. It's genuinely to tell you and show you that it is possible. That it is possible to reach a 6-figure income and come from nothing. I am a single parent. I have a 2.5-year-old son. I'm doing this all on my own. I started with practically no savings. I was working as an esthetician at a spa for about 2 years. I decided in July of 2020 to go and sign a lease and take the chance, and it's just been an incredible journey since. I want all of that and more for you guys as well, and I hope that me sharing these tips with you is going to help elevate you to the next level. What I'm going to talk to you about is basically what kind of makes up that 20K and the pros and cons of each of those I call streams of income. And for those of you who've seen my channel, I have my banner and it says Journey to Becoming a 7-Figure Esthetician. They say on average you need 7 streams of income, and so I'm currently working on building those 7 streams of income, which I haven't obviously completed yet, but that's where I'm headed. And so these streams that I'm talking to you about are going to feed into, if you are somebody who wants to make multiple 6 figures or 7 figures, this is going to be vitally important for you to start as soon as possible. There's a lot of hesitancy in a lot of the things that I'll be talking about, and a lot of fear that goes into these things, but I pushed past that fear 2 years ago, and I'm excited to keep pushing past these fears in another 2 years. Grab your notebook and pen, okay? I have my notebook here where I wrote down these categories of income that I've been able to build so far, and I want to share them with you and talk about the pros and cons and what I think you need to do and start implementing now to get to that point. So open up your notebook and be taking notes, please. Again, comment down below, of course, your thoughts and comments throughout the video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join this community. 20K a month, what does that break down to? So when I say 20K a month, and it's actually, if I'm being honest with you, been more than 20K. And it's been consistent over the last 5 months. I want to let you know that that is before taxes, before deductions and expenses, okay? So don't get too, oh my God, like she's really bringing in the dough. Like, yeah, it's great. I'm not gonna lie, it's great, but it is paying for other things as well. So keep in mind that that's before taxes. This is my gross income for each month. So don't get it twisted. But I mean, bringing in 20K plus a month, that's a lot of power right there. And money to me is energy, so it's a lot of energy and influence coming my way. And I believe that in order to attract more, you need to be responsible with what you have. So maybe you're someone who's not even making $5,000 a month yet, but how are you handling that $5,000 a month? Are you spending it all? Are you saving it? And I believe in order to attract more money, you need to be responsible with what you have currently. So be sure to make sure that if you are wanting that bigger income, that you're ready to handle just even the small amount of money that's coming your way. Of course, the base of that income is taking clients. I didn't start out with the fanciest services or the most expensive products, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I started with what I knew and what I knew I could do well. And so I want to encourage you, if you're starting with a really small budget, to just keep it simple, and as you grow and get that income coming in, that you can invest in more things. So now that I invested in more training or more equipment, I've been able to offer some more advanced services. One service, well, there's been a couple, but one in particular that has really been taking off is offering a dermaplaning service. So now, thankfully, California has made it legal for estheticians to provide this service, because before you were only able to do it if you were in a medical spa or working under a doctor. You're able to offer dermaplaning, and a lot of people are really into this service. It removes the peach fuzz from the face, it removes dead skin, it allows better product penetration, and it just leaves the skin baby butt smooth. So a lot of people have been really enjoying that service, and I've been charging a good amount for that service. Also been offering a wet dry microdermabrasion service using the BioTrinity machine from Biotherapeutic, which I did do a review on that video as well. Also will be linked down below. Guys, I told you I'm going to be linking a lot of things down below for you in this video. And I started offering nano infusions, so you can actually infuse serum into the skin and offer it as like an anti-aging service. And of course, I'm definitely not done there. I want to still be able to offer more. We can go on and on about my future goals, but it's only going to keep growing and getting better, because I still don't feel like I'm offering everything that I would like to offer. So we'll get there though at some point, right? So advanced services, that has been another thing that has been increasing my income. So the next thing that I started to kind of explore was training. I want to be careful with suggesting this, because I really want you to feel like you have something to offer your community before you get into this, because there are pros and cons to this. The pros being, yes, it is an added income stream to your business. For me, I really am passionate about teaching, about helping newer estheticians and seeing people grow. And it's been wonderful to be able to meet more estheticians in my community and be able to help them and see them grow. The cons to it, I would say, is yes, it is time consuming, especially when you're coming up with your curriculum and your how you want this training to look. It's going to take a good chunk of time. I do plan on actually creating an online course for this, so be on the lookout for that in the future, about how to develop a proper training program, because I also think that, when you're asking people for their money, at least me, I get very nervous about that, because I care so much about it being so valuable that I'm taking someone's money in order to give them a service. I want it to be worth it. So I put a lot of heart and a lot of intention into creating these training programs. I'm very happy with how it's been going so far. If you are at a place in your business where you're booked, you're consistently building a clientele, you're bringing in a good amount of money, and you're able to say, hey, you know what, I feel like I offer a certain technique that is valuable for the market and valuable for other estheticians, then by all means, absolutely create a training program that is for your own protocols. People have asked me in the past, did you have to go and get a teaching credential? Did you have to go do a certification? And honestly, I did a lot of research, and I didn't see anything about having to have a license or a credential or anything, because I'm not teaching people how to get a license. I'm not I'm not a school, right? I'm not having people come in and get their esthetician license with me. So that's different, I feel. Me teaching is my own method. So everything I've read said you don't need any sort of credentials. So you could start however you'd like with your own protocol. But like I said, take to heart that you're asking people to give you their money and their time. And so make sure that whatever you're coming up with, and that's why I was inspired to tell you that I'm going to do an online course for this, because it is serious and it is something that could be greatly impactful, but it's also, there's a lot of responsibility for that. I've had the pleasure of working with over 10 students now, and I have a bunch lined up for the rest of this year, which I will be taking more students. Now, if you want to apply, I'm taking for October, November, December. I have a wait list going. Let me know. Contact me down below. From the training services that I started offering, I decided that I wanted to start hiring. And so I've brought in a couple of employees over the last year and a half. And, you know, of course, that's been a journey itself. People were starting to ask me, do you know anyone else who can do it besides you, because you're busy? Like, if you're really booked and busy and you start getting all these inquiries, and I started compiling a wait list. So if you haven't started a wait list or cancellation list yet, I highly suggest just open up a little sticky note in your laptop or write down people's information and just start creating a list of people that are asking you to be, you know, to be seen by you, but you just don't have the capacity. My wait list was getting up to like 50 plus people, and I was like, dude, this is like literally clients just walking out the door. As much as a wait list is great for, like, say those last minute cancellations, the time is of the essence. So when people come in, they want to get service right away, or they lose interest, or they go looking somewhere else. I felt like, okay, this is the time to bring in somebody else. And so I went and I posted a post on Instagram and I hired a couple people. Now getting into the cons of it is like, yes, you will have some turnover. Not everyone is going to stay. Everyone's on their own journeys. And I knew that going into it. So make sure that you're fully aware that your people that you hire initially, or even, you know, continuously, aren't going to stay forever. They might not even stay that long. I will try to also make another video or maybe a course that talks about hiring, and I am going to be making some changes. So there's a lot of new things that I have to share with you coming up. So I'll keep you posted on that. So yes, having employees has added another stream of income. I wouldn't say it's the most lucrative part of the business. I'll say that yes, it's brought in some income, but it is an investment. So you need to have money to be able to train the person. For me, I like to train my people for at least 60 days before I really entrust them with taking clients by themselves. You're gonna have to have money in order to pay them for their training and to cover expenses of, like, you know, obviously more product is gonna be used, more disposables, more, you might need to get another table or another set of sheets. Like, it's a lot of money that goes into hiring someone and offering more services. But I think in the end, it could be worth it. And the reason why I suggest doing the training program first is because getting the experience training students before you hire was an invaluable lesson for me. Me being able to see if I even enjoyed teaching, if I could handle 2 days worth of having a student in front of me and coming up with a curriculum, with an agenda. It really helped me to see if I actually had the capacity or the desire or the passion to do this. Yeah, training and teaching is not for everyone. So moving on from having employees, I've started to offer online courses. Again, kind of in the order that it's being given. I didn't start launching an online course until I felt like the demand was there, until I felt like my YouTube channel was only able to accomplish so much, because I realized, like, I wanted to give people tangible materials. I wanted to talk about maybe more like in-depth things, more personal things, but it not necessarily be broadcasted to the public and it be a more intimate setting. So I did find that having an online course was the way to do that, and it has definitely added a significant amount of income this year. Highly suggest sticking around, because I will be talking about how to build an online course, tips, all of that will be coming your way very soon. But again, if you feel like you have something to offer people, and you feel like your course would bring value, then I would definitely consider adding that to your income stream. Also from the online courses has been like consulting and coaching services. So I do occasionally have a coaching call here and there with a student. Now, I've actually been getting like outside businesses wanting to consult with me and saying, hey, like I'll pay you just to sit down with you, to pick your brain, to help me grow my platforms. And like, I'm telling you, it's all unrelated. It's like food businesses, churches, real estate, like all these different types of businesses have come to me just saying, hey, let me pay you for your time. Know that that could come your way as well as you grow your business and start working with people. The next point I'll be talking about will make that even more lucrative, because what do you need to coach people? You need an audience, right? So how did I build that audience? And that audience, of course, was built here on YouTube. And I created a whole series like a couple months ago about how to build your YouTube channel, tips and tricks for content creation, how I film my videos, building confidence on camera. So if you have not watched those videos yet, be sure to check it out, even if you have a teeny desire to start a YouTube channel, because YouTube has honestly been one of the core things, like besides just offering services, YouTube has really been like the core of everything that has blossomed. So like YouTube's here and all these other streams of income are on the side. So like YouTube really has made all of this possible. I highly suggest, if you are wanting to start a YouTube channel, to do it now. There's no better time than now. The industry is booming. You have what it takes. If you have a smartphone and you have passion and direction, then you can do it. So from YouTube, besides just the YouTube check, has come another stream of income that I actually am really surprised that it's kind of getting to this point where it's really growing. And I was like, wow, and it really didn't even take that much to start. That particular stream is from Amazon. A lot of my videos, I'm linking stuff in my Amazon store, like all the equipment and things that I purchase from Amazon on a regular basis are always linked in my description box, along with all of my other codes, by the way. Not even when I had 5,000 followers. I think I had like 3,000 followers on Instagram. And I had gotten an email from Amazon saying, hey, apply for our influencer program. So I was like, hey, why not? They reached out to me and I applied. And I really didn't even feel like at the time I had a huge following. So what it did is it allowed me to set up a storefront, and I just started creating lists of ideas, what they call idea lists, and linking different products that I was using regularly or buying regularly. And so as time has gone on, that storefront has gotten a lot of attention and a lot of purchases, and thank you so much if you're one of those people who have supported that storefront. Hopefully too you're enjoying those products. I would say go for it, apply. Just go to, I think you just Google Amazon influencer and you can go and apply for an account, because you don't have to wait for them to reach out to you. You can go and apply. I want to encourage you that if maybe your following isn't that big yet, but you feel like you have some stats to share with them about like, hey, you know what, I'm actually getting a lot of interaction for the amount of followers that I have, or I'm getting a lot of likes, I'm getting a lot of comments, and market yourself. I've reached out to actually a majority of the brand promotions that I've had are companies that I reached out to. They decided to partner with me, and I have some little streams of income going with those companies. Amazon being one of those companies, even though they're a huge platform, I think they're actually trying to give a lot of people opportunity to earn that extra income. So I know that you can upload Audible books, you can start a storefront, you can sell products on Amazon. I haven't actually dabbled into that just yet, but it's definitely something I've had in my mind to try to pursue at some point. But I do want to, caution you, and this is kind of the cons that come with brand promotions, is that you'll get a lot of companies that want a lot from you, but they don't want to give the same in return. A lot of companies just want to give you product, and that's your form of payment, but they don't consider the time it takes to film or to edit or to promote the content or the product. And so I do ask for at least a small fee to promote anything on my channel. It's very rare that I even accept promotions or brand partnerships, because I'm actually really picky, because I really value the trust that you have in me to share with you valuable content and good quality products. I'm not ever going to promote anything on this channel that I don't firmly believe is a good quality product. There's been a lot of deals that I have turned away or I haven't replied to because it just doesn't align with my channel or my audience or my ethics, I guess you could say. And I continuously will screen those things for you before I even put it in front of you. But the brands that I have decided to work with, yeah, it's fun. Especially if you're working with the right company and that they're really flexible and they're not gonna harass you. Like, I swear to God, some of these companies email me once a day sometimes to try to get me to like promote them. And it's like, dude, harassing me is not the way to do it. Put a dollar amount to what it costs to promote something on your page, even if it's $5, $10, $20. Make your time valuable, and these companies will respect you more. And I think more valuable companies will come your way at some point if you hold yourself in that standard. What else here? Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. I really took the time to try to think about these things. If I think of anything else that I want to share with you, I'll be sure to put it in my comment below. I always try to pin one comment in every video of just thoughts that maybe I didn't share in the video, that I always, when I'm editing, I'm like, oh man, I should have said that, or I should have said, but my videos would be like an hour long if I shared every single thing. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, because those extra thoughts that I have continuously will at some point be in another video. And of course, check out all my resources, go and rewatch my videos, join this community, and don't go anywhere. Turn on your notification buttons. I really, really hope this video was helpful. And as always, I'll see you guys back here on Monday for a new one. And until then, I love you, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.